like nobody's business. Don't invite him to an orgy. He just sits there in the corner. Tried to tap him in, nothing. Nothing. How you guys doing? Got some birthdays today. Woo-hoo, all right. Where are we going after, girls? I got my goddess shirt on. I'm ready. I am ready. You guys like my shirt? You like that? Thank you. It was a gift from my boyfriend. Thank you. He's a Nigerian prince. We met on Facebook when he hacked my account. Sent me a message. I'm gonna buy you something that makes you feel like the queen you are. Used my own debit card to pay for it. But Valentine's Day, ladies, come on, let's be honest. It's the thought that counts. It doesn't. Are you doubting my goddess status? Okay, because we'll talk later, but don't mind me. Anyway, like Griffin said, my name is Sherry Honecke. Honecke happens to be a German name. Translated, it means keeper of the honey pot. Thank you. Come from a long line of very popular beekeepers. Slutty, actually. The whole birds and the bees conversation when we were a kid, included instructional video. Yeah, whole different sort of vibe. Yeah, you guys just turned on me immediately. That's awesome. All right, this is going to be the best that I've had here in a long time. Oh my gosh, so it's only natural that I have a tendency to attract short, chubby, bald men who just like to dive in face first and get themselves all sticky. Take, for instance, my first ex-husband, Pooh Bear, would even walk around our house dressed like Winnie the Pooh. You know the look, right? T-shirt, no pants. Not a good look for Pooh Bear. He wasn't a shower. You know what, come to think of it, he wasn't a grower either. Yeah. All balls, no bat. You ever have nuts and just really need a wrench? Can of beans, no pork. No. And even though my adorable ex-husband was hung like Winnie the Pooh, we got to a point where either he needed to put on some freaking pants, or I was going to have to put vinyl slip coverings on all the furniture. Turned my cream-colored sofa into a muddy zebra print with all of his skid marks. Not a fan of vinyl kits. It is literally material like that keeps me from being a nudist. I love it when my jokes have delayed reaction. It's awesome. Oh my God. So yeah, vinyl, not a fan. Because with the lips I got going on this honey pot, I'm going to be suction cupping myself to everything that I sit on. I know, that's a visual for you. That's right. Gotta be horribly inconvenient, don't you think? Be a nudist and then have to carry around those little paper seat coverings for your protection. Girls, we know all about that paper barrier at the doctor's office, don't we? Scooch, scooch. Scooch, scooch, scooch. No, just a little more. Scooch, scooch. It's fun, isn't it? Paper gets all wadded up in your crease. Crotch starts doing a little origami. Helpful, though, when you need a homemade present. Honey, look what my hoo-ha made for you. It's a Chinese finger trap. Oh my gosh. So Valentine's Day, I was actually boothing less for Valentine's Day, aside from my Nigerian prince. It's okay. I mean, honestly, the distance wasn't going to work out. I mean, he is way too far away for a 3 a.m. booty call, so gotta let it go. I'm actually looking for Yeah, I'm looking for a man. I'd like a CPAP wearer. Yeah. Oh, right there. See, volunteers. They just come to me. That's right. Because here's the thing that I'm thinking. Any man that can stop breathing and still live is going to do very well with my honey pot. Right? You know, little known fact, kids, sometimes thick thighs take lives. Sometimes. And do I have any CPAP wearers in the house tonight other than my friend here? No? Okay, well, he's taking orders. But so for those of you who don't know what a CPAP is, or you're just lying because you're embarrassed or whatever, in either case, you really should seek professional help for that, one way or another. Well, so it's a sleep therapy. It's a machine connected to, oh geez, how do I describe this? An alien gas mask connected to a vacuum hose that shoots air up your nostrils so that you don't choke to death in your sleep. And by the look of this audience, there's a few of you in here that really like that. Yeah. There is nothing less sexy that someone can wear to bed other than a CPAP mask. Well, I take that back. Maybe adult diapers. I mean, honestly, depends. And it's a fun little fact, too, that if you speak while you're wearing your CPAP mask, you sound like Darth Vader. You do. You don't know the power of the dark side. Yeah. So my last boyfriend, super cute, CPAP wearer. Oh my God, he used to do this adorable thing, girls. He, it was so sexy. He would spit on it and flick it with his finger. And I've been traveling this week, so I've had to do it myself. And by it, I mean the backup camera on my Ford Escape. And he did it because he claimed that he loved me and he wanted me to be safe. But the truth of the matter is that he was afraid that I was going to back over him with my car again. Well, I mean, he was only 5'4", and he's really hard to see from the driver's seat. So, but he was quite freaky, and I didn't realize how freaky you could get wearing a CPAP mask until he introduced me to CPAP sex. Oh yeah. Started off innocently enough. I gave him your average run-of-the-mill BJ while I was wearing my CPAP mask and mouth guard. Let's just say it was a winning combination, and I literally blew him away. He gave it 3 thumbs up. I'll let that one sink in. But before we thank you. I love this. You guys are fun. But I didn't realize how freaky you could get until we took it to like Star Wars sex level. Yeah. During a sleepover, he, reached around for the honey pot, clear sign. Let's get this going. And so instinctively, I went to rip off the mask. And he says to me, "No, keep it on." Because he's wearing his CPAP too. I'm like, ooh. Out of nowhere, the Imperial March starts playing, the Darth Vader theme song. Dum, dum, da, dum, dum. He whips out his love saber. He whips out his lightsaber. And I'm like, "Punch it, Chewie." I'm pretty excited. He gets me so riled up that I decide to hop on Baby Yoda and take it for a ride. That's right. Judge me by my size, do you now? And you guys ever have sex that is like so hot that you find yourself at a place and you have no idea how you got to that place? Yeah. That place was with his CPAP hose wrapped around my neck. Have no idea how that happened. And I'm like going, oh my God, this is how I'm going to die. Who is going to explain this to my mother? And I'm just like, you know what? No, I am not giving up. Like Yoda says, do or do not. There is no try. My Death Star is going to explode tonight, damn it. And luckily for me, my CPAP machine is auto-titrating, so it sensed that I was choking and it kicked in with more air. Suddenly, I'm making noises like Chewbacca. Oh my God, the headboard starts bouncing. You know that fitted sheets? They're popping off the mattresses, off the mattress. The dogs are howling. We're starting to say shit to each other that we haven't said in any normal context. I love you. I know. Crazy hot. At one point in time, I scream out, Daddy! And then he stops breathing. And then his CPAP machine kicks in, and he comes back at me with, yes, I am your father. So anyway, if you guys get a CPAP, all I'm saying is you can do some really freaky shit with that. But again, don't invite Griffin, because he's just going to sit there in the corner and stare at you throughout the whole thing. So let's see, a little bit about me. Like Griffin said, I'm from Detroit. We give directions. Thank you. Where in Detroit? East side, west side? Where?
7 Mile, Buena Vista.
7 Mile, Buena Vista. Nice. I used to be at 7 Mile and Outer. Oh yeah, yes, 7 Mile and Outer on Prevost streets. There you go. Well, cheers to you. So I came up from Detroit, and now we're instead of telling directions by abandoned buildings, we're doing it by dispos. Right? You make a right at the dispo that gives you the free weed, then you make a left at the dispo that gives you the free edibles. And by the time you go around the block a few times, you're happy and you don't give a fuck where you're going. It's great. In Detroit, I am a certified water aerobics instructor for the Detroit YMCA. Thank you. I get paid to work out with a bunch of grandmas, which is good for me because I now have exercise buddies that work out at my speed and energy level. Mm-hmm. And these women are crazy. One of them, her favorite exercise is when I make them straddle a pool noodle and ride that bitch to the deep end like it's that horsey ride at Meyer. And if any of you have ever met Gladys, you know she likes to hop on big things and ride. Yeah. Until a couple weeks ago, when Gladys went to hop on the pool noodle, and it slipped from between her thighs and smacked her right in the Avon pink lipstick she was wearing. She took it like a champ, though. She looked around at all of us in the pool and said, ladies, you're gonna have to give me a minute. It's been a long time since anything this big has been anywhere close to my pussy. She's 87. Crazy. And and this job at the YMCA, it's pretty tough because I have to put together a class that has enough cardio activity for it to be a worthwhile workout for my students, but not so strenuous that their nana knockers don't come flying out of their bathing suits and render them unconscious. It's actually a YMCA policy. Yeah. So let's see here. I spend a lot of time. I moved back to Detroit a couple of years ago. I used to live here in Indianapolis, and I spend a lot of time with my folks. Next month, they will have been married for 56 years. I know, crazy, right? And at this point in time in their marriage, they're just playing long-form Survivor, challenging each other to these really stupid games in the hopes that the other one croaks and they can finally claim victory. And my money, it's on Mom. In fact, when she extinguishes candles, she gives my dad this really shitty look and says, "The tribe has spoken." My dad, huge reality TV fan. He finds it hysterical. He just laughs it off. His favorite reality TV show is Naked and Afraid. Do we have any Naked and Afraid fans in here? You watch it? You watch it too, sir? Okay, are you guys watching it for, to bullshit check their survival skills like my dad? Oh, yeah, no. You know what? I don't buy that. I mean, I know my dad. He's sitting there in his electric lift chair, drinking a strawberry Ensure, and he's praying to God that the video editors miss a blur. And for the first time since 1993, Bill's gonna see some titties. Oh, Dad's a hot mess. He's getting around these days with the help of a walker. Johnny Walker. Oh, is that what you have? Cheers, girlfriend. All right. Yeah, and which, all of this Johnny Walker is making standing to pee now a physical challenge for my dad and an environmental hazard in my parents' bathroom. I got 2 words for you kids. Shag carpet. So Dad's occupational therapist has recommended to us that we work to train his mindset to sit down on the toilet when he has to tinkle. At 80 years old, we are potty training my dad. Now, I am a doggy mama. I have no kids, which means this honeypot's taking a hell of a lot in. Squeeze absolutely nothing out. So when I think of housebreaking, my natural inclination is to lock my dad up in a dog kennel for several hours until he learns to hold it like a good boy. And if he pisses on the rug, I'm just going to rub his face in it. Now, both of those things are considered elder abuse in the state of Michigan, which is illegal. I obviously don't wear beige. So I asked my girlfriends who are real moms, what they did to potty train their kids, and they gave me a couple of suggestions. The first one was naked potty training. You guys familiar with that? Strip your child naked, continue to, it's awful. Well, it wasn't too much fun in my parents' house either. Strip your child naked, pump them full of liquids, and the sensation of being moist is unpleasant, and they will rush to the bathroom. Dad fought us on it until Mom agreed to play Naked and Afraid with him. So now they're both naked, and I am terrified. There is no delicate way to say to your mom, girlfriend, time to trim the hedge. Guys, I have no idea how ZZ Top managed to get in between my mother's thighs. But there it was, LaGrange. Oh yeah, so the other suggestion that my friends had for me was videos, story time. Give my dad a tablet so that he can watch videos as a distraction and a reward for sitting on the toilet. So like any good daughter, gave my dad an old iPad full of porn. As a kid, we were told those were instructional videos. And now we can't get His Highness off the throne until he's finished, which at 80 takes a while. Yeah. So with all of this porn and nudity in my parents' house, my mom has told me that now she would like to get a vibrator. I am totally cool with that. Totally good with it. I just don't want the tech support calls. My mom already calls me with enough ridiculous sex questions. Like this past summer, she called me and she asked me what a strap-on was. I told her it's a tool belt that you share with your friends. That is technically true. She decided that my brother needed one for Christmas. He and his friends are swapping tools all the time. Guys, I don't know what brought me more joy this holiday season. The look of awe and wonder in my mother's eyes when I took her to Lover's Lane. Or the look of shock and horror in my brother's when he opened his Christmas presents. Oh, sweetie, I thought you and your friends could use this the next time you put up a pole barn. Such a magical day. Oh, my mom's gonna be calling me on speakerphone as she does. Dad's gonna be in the background telling her to hurry it up. And all I can imagine my mom saying is, Bill, you gotta give me a minute. It's been a long time since anything this big has been anywhere close to my pussy. Anyway, I'm Sherry Honeke. You guys have been a hell of a lot of fun. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Keep going for Sherry Honeke, everybody. Let her hear it. It's that time of the night. Are we ready for our headliner? Oh, you can do better than that. Are we ready for our headliner?